Moving on.
Oh boy.
Wags.
There we go. Roll the tape.
Dynamics 2024. I'm going to have to mute it because you guys got some really awesome music that I think is going to get all of us demonetized. So, but we're going to do a breakdown of the trailer, and Wags is going to tell us as we go, and I'll stop it. So if you want to go watch this, go watch it on your own and report back.
Okay. So you play it, Mover, and you can pause at a point if you have any questions or if
tell you what, you
stop.
You tell me stop tape, and I'll stop it if I don't go.
Okay.
Wombat, have you seen this?
No.
Oh, here we go. Wombat reaction.
That's a ship.
That is a big old boat.
Hi, this is Nick from Eagle Dynamics, and welcome to 2024 and beyond.
And beyond.
So pause.
That's a B1.
So who can name that airfield?
Oh man.
Al-Assad.
Negative.
No.
There's a B1 flyer. I don't
Cutter.
know, man.
Negative.
Al-Udeid.
Is it Atlanta?
East.
Does it look like it's Atlanta?
Hartsfield.
Hartsfield. I zone out a lot. Is that bad? It looks similar. We also
There's
have
AWACS there, so they wouldn't be going anywhere non-Gucci.
He's got one big hangar in the middle of the field, Mover. Like old school style. That is
Grim
We're on
Lake.
tour.
Is it Baghdad?
No. Bagram.
Is it Bagram?
Bagram?
Bagram.
Oh.
Is it coming back to you?
No, I never went to Bagram, but
Oh.
Yeah, I can't remember. I know you obviously were in Iraq.
yeah, I'm an Iraqi guy, but Bagram confirmed. Got it.
Yep.
Next. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
E-barrel like that.
This coming year will see
Pause.
important new products.
Vortex ring state.
So two new things. Obviously the CH-47 Foxtrot. And we showed it last year, but it was actually a model of the Italian version of the Chinook. Since that original video, we've actually now created the US version for mid-2000s. And a lot of work on that right now, particularly the avionics, the flight model and such. And then in terms of the Abrams, that's actually a brand new model. That's, I believe it's the SEP 3, if I remember right. Which is at an all new level. We hope someday, yeah. You know, eventually.
Tank wars with Gonky, dude. We'll BFM those things.
Yeah, definitely an opportunity down the road to expand, you know, DCS level aircraft to DCS level ground units. It's just a matter of time at this point.
Oh yeah.
But a big part of that, it's not just the ground vehicles. There's also the damage modeling, of course. There's the AI, but I think just as importantly, there's also the terrain. Because if you're going to do, say, a Abrams or a T whatever Russian tank simulator, you also need to have the terrain at that kind of level of detail that supports it. You know, down to gullies, and you know, you'll have really no kidding defilade positions and so on. So I think it's coming. It's not just building a tank. There's other elements that have to come along with it to make it happen.
Dude, I sit here and I look at this and I'm like, we're like a breath away from I can't tell if this is real or not.
Yeah.
Like you're just so close. I mean,
there's some angles and scenes from this. I'm like, man, that's real. That looks real.
Well, and then you're going to have all the, this is legit Ukraine footage. And it's like, no, it's DCS, bro.
Yeah. And we got some more graphic enhancements coming this year, particularly the Vulkan API. And that's going to allow us to do some really cool additional graphic things. Particularly like using RTX cards to take advantage of more dynamic shadows and that sort of thing. So it'll look even more realistic by the end of the year.
Gonky, this is why we're never going to fly real fighters. We're just going to do this for the rest of our lives. It's like that commercial with the cable guy. Anyway, sorry, continue.
Bugs and functionality coming to DCS.
Dude, how cool is that? I'm sorry, I had to stop it. This looks badass.
Yeah.
And these dudes are walking like real people. Is that new? Is that how they walk now?
It is now, but one of the big things we're working on again for this year is a whole new infantry models, animation, and AI because that's certainly a big growth area we need to further improve upon. And particularly when you have a place like Afghanistan, where it's much more coin oriented, where you're going against leg units, having those infantry units being much more carefully modeled than what we have right now. It's going to be very important.
So you think one day we can play as the dude, the little army man?
Yeah.
Wow.
Call of Duty,
I'm not going to say
out.
when, but it is certainly one of the long-term goals.
Mover, you're going to be able to redo your career one day in DCS.
I will. It will wind up the exact same.
Probably. Dang it.
Somehow it's just going to end up exactly the same virtually as it did real life. Okay, where's that?
That is the Kola Peninsula map. So that's going to be everywhere from on the west side Norway to like Bodo,
side?
all the way out east past like Murmansk in that area, and then down south, through most of Finland and Sweden. So it's going to be a rather large map, and that's actually being done by a company called Orbex, who's been doing really high quality maps in other platforms for quite a while. So after years of working with them, they finally agreed to start developing for DCS, and that's going to be their first map coming later this year.
Will it include the Swedish bikini team?
We'll check on that.
I'm a buyer. I'm just saying.
DCS truly is a community
That's also Afghanistan.
success story, entirely driven by your passion.
That's LA7 coming by one of our third parties this year. And that, of course, is the
Gonky, what is it?
Corsair.
I was going to get Gonky to the idea for us.
Yeah, that looks. I mean, if you showed me that, hey, here's a color picture from World War II. Like, man,
This
you
looks
get
real.
3 Corsairs next to each other.
right?
Vision.
That's awesome.
We share your
That's inside of the F4E Phantom 2 coming from Heapler, also for this year. It's actually in
helmet, dude.
Pre-order right now.
Gonky's got his pre-order in.
Cool.
your ambitions and hopes for the future of digital combat simulation.
Strike Eagle over, I think that's probably the Zagros Mountains in Iraq.
Jeez Louise. Look at all that
Even
crap.
I'm like, I didn't even realize, Wags, that I thought these were just generic ground pictures and whatnot. I didn't really think that the detail is amazing.
Thanks, man. You probably notice even the mountains, there's a whole new level of geometry we're putting into these maps now. So flying over the mountains, I think it's going to be even a much better experience than it used to be.
And embrace the tough challenges ahead.
Oh, saw an E2 back there.
Let's back that up.
Not yet. Wombat react.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
That looks like a C2.
No,
Is that an E2?
You can see the big
Yeah,
dome.
you-
Oh,
even
I
have
don't
the
see
little-
the dome.
You even have the little white nose art thing on the end of it.
Yeah.
There you go.
I wonder why it's a triangle though instead of a.
It's normally a plus, isn't it?
Illuminati confirmed.
Yeah, I need to get
we need to
Wombat's name on the side.
That's
That'd be
right.
Great.
That'd be awesome.
I'll talk to the artist.
Thank you,
Chinook.
all of you, for your unwavering.
feel
That
like
was
that's-
scary to fly even there.
Yeah.
So that's Cole again with a Norwegian paint scheme on the Viper.
Wow.
Nice.
And
Ooh. What's that?
Oh boy, I think that's the Hellcat.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Is it? No,
Hellcat
there's
is
some-
No, or it might be the LA7. No, oh no, it's
Cyrillic?
LA7. It's the LA7 does in Russian.
Yeah.
very much not American.
for making our dreams.
There you go. It's Australian.
Cole again.
But is that an Australian Hornet?
Oh no, Finnish, I believe.
Okay. I thought that was a kangaroo.
I like how dirty it is on the bottom. It's so accurate.
That is accurate.
Hydraulics just spewed on the bottom of it. Just,
All right. I'm going to mute it because now we're in the copyright zone.
Okay, so pause here. So one of the big things this year moving forward is expanding out the Pacific Theater of Operations focused on the summer of 1944, where we're adding the World War II version of the Marianas map So that way you can do the whole Marianas battle, the land battle for Saipan and Tinian and so on, Saipan, as well as the big naval engagement, of course, off to the west. So I believe this is an Essex carrier.
Yeah, that's amazing.
With some Corsairs on the deck.
Wow.
Which is
So you can
actually
land?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, do you
Hey,
have?
look,
little
it's
dudes
got
with
enough
actual
wires
paddles?
for Gonky.
Is there a barricade at the end too, just in case? I mean, you know.
Okay,
Will there be
12.
paddles?
Okay, 12 wire.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
K-12.
Will you have 1944 paddles?
I don't know. That's a good
That'd be
question.
cool. With the light suit when they started doing nighttime, that was really
Yeah, I need the flags and
The flags, that's right.
yeah.
That's
That's a
amazing.
good question.
Ooh.
That's World War II. Actually, it's that island Mog is actually in the current map as well. Japanese cruisers. That is the Hellcat. So we first teased this last year, and this should be Hellcat will be out in 2024.
Dude.
I think it's the Dash
Yeah,
3 version, if I remember right.
Hellcat versus Hornet.
Some buffs.
Tomcats.
Oh, that,
Tomcats
that's
down
cool.
low over the Iraq map.
Go with your VID, Gonky.
Forget, dude. Say
It's
something.
a surface to air missile, right?
It's a 6.
Is that a 6?
It's a 6, a gainful. And that's in the Kola map again.
What was that in Flight of the Intruder, right? Was that an SA6?
No.
No, they were 2s. 2s
Right,
and
yeah.
3s.
No, no, it was the portable one, the one that was driving around. That was the.
Are you thinking of behind enemy lines?
No, I thought there was one at the end where he got
That's
shot
a-
down and
That's a
he-
ZSU,
yeah.
I
wasn't
think
it?
it was a gun system.
Yeah,
Oh,
ZSU
the gun.
23. Yeah.
yeah.
So-
It's been a while since I've seen that.
Corsairs over Marianas World War II.
Dude, that's
Ooh.
awesome. This is so cool.
that is, go back.
Speak of the devil. There you go.
Mm.
That's the
Uh-oh.
north end of Saipan.
That's
So during
really
the
cool.
Battle of Saipan, there were P-47s deployed there.
B-17s.
I'm not sure about the B-17s were ever deployed to Saipan.
Okay.
But the 47s were, but I believe at that point it's still the Razorbacks and not the Ds that we have in the game.
Can we simulate?
Did you
the
ever
doodle
fly
line?
over that, Gonky? You never? I got to fly all around that. It was awesome, man. Just
Oh,
to
I
see
bet.
the old runways and the grass, and I mean,
I bet.
and how
Would you hear
far
the,
out in the middle of nowhere you were. I was like,
We hear the Air Force is bringing back North Airfield on Guam.
I thought I
yeah.
read that somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. They want, I guess, more deployable bases to make targeting of Guam that much more difficult.
Can Wombat fly this in his Flight of the Intruder remake?
Hopefully.
I'll fly it.
So this is
I'll
done by
fly it.
Heapler,
You
not
could
by
be my
us.
bum.
So they're doing an AI version first, and then of course, hopefully we'll have a player version as well down the road.
Nice.
Well, that's a
That's
great.
That plane's so cool.
That is. Yeah.
Ooh, can you fly this?
As the Corsair, that is coming from another third party. So that's actually a Portuguese skin on that one.
It's
All
such a
that,
cool
but
plane,
no
but it looks
E2.
so weird,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Look, it's the Luft Vipers.
Yeah.
I think that's
Simulate
map
being a
that
guard,
is.
Bubba.
Might be Afghanistan again.
Oh, look at this guy.
Yeah. This is cool because the guy, I mean, I can tell he's not real, but it's getting close.
You're not real in his world, Gonky. Is this a real thing? Can I ride on the boat?
We'll build one for you, Mover.
I don't
Build
want
mover
to.
canoe.
Yeah. Oh no, Nazis are winning.
There's our Hellcat.
That's so awesome.
Hellcats.
Hellcats.
We need one
Yeah.
of those. Let's buy those. Are they cheap?
Dude, look.
No.
So
Yeah.
the nice thing with the Hellcat is our CEO, Nick Gray, has a lot of flight time in those. So
In real life.
Yep. So the nice thing is we basically have a built-in SME on this one as well.
Yeah. The model.
And of course, all the documentation and everything we'd ever need to do a super detailed and accurate Hellcat.
So is the
That's
Zero flyable?
Definitely AI. As for flyable, We'll talk about that later.
So I could splash the zeros like Final Countdown style.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm fully expecting lots of people to do Tomcats versus zeros.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Is this DCS or old footage from the
That is
WWDC?
DCS, but our videographer obviously put a filter on it to make it more vintage looking.
Oh, that's
There's
awesome.
your
Some
F4,
Phantoms.
I love the Phantom.
your tank.
The new M1.
Tomcat,
Tomcats.
Over probably Afghanistan again.
A6.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Harms would be on the A6 though.
Dude, look, his visor
Iron
was even
Hand.
smudged.
Who what?
Yeah, he's
His
doing
visor was even smudged.
Was it?
Yeah, look. His visor's all smudged.
Oh yeah.
I
Needs
like
to be
the
cleaned.
helmet all scratched up. I mean, that is such
Yeah.
a cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not Air Force, though. You get brand new helmets if you get
Yeah,
scratched.
of course.
Yeah, Navy thing. Wait, are these?
That's
filter.
that's the new buff model we put in last year.
Can you fly it?
Not flight, no. Yeah, I love to do, B1, B52, what have you, but just the
Right.
sensor, weapons, countermeasure systems.
Right.
We can't touch that stuff, and you can't really do an aircraft like that in DCS with those references.
Look at that thing. Whoa. What you
SA10.
got there? Double digit Sam's, Gonky. We're
Yeah,
also
they're bad.
obsolete in virtual.
I don't. Oh, that's cool.
Ooh,
Yeah, the LA7 again.
Ooh, wait,
Um,
dude, are you in the pillbox?
I think our video editor did some creative camera control and positioning
Oh,
to
okay.
kind of make it look
Like,
like
damn, dude.
that. Yeah.
That's all DCS?
That is. Yeah.
It looks
he's-
like you're watching that World War II footage.
Yeah,
you know, that
I'm
you-
really happy with
Yeah.
what he did there. It's
Yeah,
probably
it's
my favorite
awesome.
scene in the entire video, actually.
That's awesome.
During Korea, the Navy kill ratio was,
It's the F4 site.
yeah, that's from Top Gun. Oh,
Mirage.
Mirage.
That's the F1.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
was that a
So
Apache?
actually go back there for a second.
Which one?
Terrain going down the valley in the Apache. A little forward.
Right.
Oh, way too far back. And that's the Kiowa. I think maybe you start. Yeah. Okay. Play from there. There. Oh. There you go. So that is
It's a
a
helicopter.
rack map in the Zagros Mountains. But you get a better feel for the additional level of geometry detail within the mesh now.
Is that Apache?
It is.
Wow.
I am the greatest. Oh, Kiowa.
There's Kiowa.
Finally, is that coming out in 2024? Finally,
I sincerely hope so.
good
That's
lord,
wild, man.
my most anticipated one.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Did you fly the Ranger at all, Mover?
The what?
Did you ever fly a Ranger at all?
I flew an OH-58.
Oh, did you now?
Harrison County Sheriff's Office is an
Ah, no
OH-58A.
kidding. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Flogger.
That's Flogger MiG-23 coming from
Yeah.
RASBA, one of our third parties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the D, right? OH-58D.
It is.
Yeah. The
Got some
A is-
Hellfires on there, of course, mass mount sight.
A is more like just a 206, but this is also badass.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's such a good looking helicopter.
It is.
A10.
Wow.
Oh, what are we
That's
looking at?
that's the inside of the Chinook.
Jeez.
Oh, okay.
Gonky, is this PTSD?
That's yeah. No way they're gonna launch us. Damn it.
Launch the weather recce.
That's
Oh.
right.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is this
Hurricane
gonna be
hunters.
Yeah.
that will be flyable, yeah.
Gonky, there you go, man. We can do BFM with the Hercs.
I'm good, man. I like just watching. I'm an observer now.
Some who have seen you do it think that that's what you're doing. So
So that's a MRAP.
Wrap? Yeah.
Yep, it's one of the new ground
Can you
units
drive
coming.
it?
Probably through combined arms, but again, in terms of like detailed ground units, that would be kind of a big next stage for DCS at a later point.
Awesome.
For now, we're keeping the ground units, very basic and combined arms.
Nice. Also nice. Like we're in the what's real and what's not.
I mean, at some point, Wags, like people are making movies. I mean, they're just going to use. Why would you need real airplanes? Like at some point, it's going to get so
that
real.
movie was called Called to Duty, and they did not do a very good job of using DCS. I can tell you.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like it's getting like better and better and better at some point. Like
well, that
makes some good movies.
Yeah, it's kind of the issue too. It's not as bad as it was before, but when things particularly kicked off early on in Ukraine, folks were putting up a lot of videos, and people confusing those with the real thing.
Right,
so
but I mean,
but
in like 5 years, at the rate you guys are improving the simulation, it's I mean,
it's cool. I mean, if you think about it, like on that note, I mean, if Eagle Dynamics ever found like a series of naval aviation books that they wanted to make into a full-blown movie, you'd have to find the right thing,
the right story.
I think it's doable. It really is. For sure.
More
like I
importantly,
said before, with Vulcan, hopefully we can get the ray tracing in. I think that's also going to add a kind of a next level element to the realism of it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Particularly in
these
the
lines look like these two dudes are fighting. So are the boats fighting each other too? What is happening?
No, they're trying to make themselves harder targets to hit. This is standard World War II boat tactic.
Standard every time Gonky tries to land.
Well, that's Signal Charlie, man.
Signal Charlie.
Wombat, Signal Charlie. No comm needed. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, if you look at like the vintage war footage in the Pacific, all the ships are turning the entire time, trying to give an easy target for a dive bomber or a torpedo bomber.
It made it hard to land on it, so I could imagine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Vipers.
That's so cool.
With the flap,
yeah.
Mirage. Dude.
Wow. Dang it, Wags. You make me want to go be a fighter pilot again. like an active one.
Dude, if I had this as a kid.
Oh, my goodness. I'd fail out of school.
All right, so now we're going to go skip ahead to the previews.
Yep.
Coming in 2024, which we're in. Iraq.
It's nice.
That's pretty cool, dude.
Remember.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't remember being so green.
So, obviously there's a lot of flat areas in Iraq, but particularly if you go off to the east and somewhat to the north, lots of mountains, of course, too.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, there's the MRAPs, the new M1.
And joining in full fidelity from the left.
Dun, dun, dun.
Bum, bum, bum.
Nice.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's something folks have been asking for a long time is a 4th gen Red 4 aircraft. So we'll hope that will scratch the itch for a lot of our customers.
Dude, that is awesome. That is amazing.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, I did not make the video. Our video editor, Cato, Growling Sidewinder did, with a lot of editing help from Nick.
You pretty much do everything as far as the world is concerned. So
you would think, based on the comments,
you're solely responsible for anything that goes wrong and nothing that goes right, right?
Just everything goes wrong.
Yeah. It's,
you're the complaint department.
Pretty much. No, actually, our community managers take the brunt of it, not me.
Awesome.
Oh, man, amazing. Great work. Holy cow.